Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Teresa. Welcome back to Tea Time. It is another craft video. Today I'm finally getting around to making the Valentine's wreath that I talked about and just haven't had a chance to do it. There were other things I wanted to do, hauls and other crafts, and so this has been waiting in the wings for me to complete. So that's what we're going to do today. It's going to go on my enclosed front porch. And I've already started putting some greenery on it. Now, I'm only going to do half of the wreath, and I'm going to leave some of the grapevine exposed. Now, you don't have to do that if you want to make a wreath. You can fill it all the way around, and that looks beautiful too. But there's just something, I think, that's charming and rustic about leaving some of the grapevine exposed. And let me tell you something. I bought this grapevine form at Walmart. And I have never in my life seen a grapevine wreath so tightly wrapped. I mean, this is the best grapevine wreath ever, which means that it's kind of hard to get the flowers in it. So this could prove to be a challenge, but let's just press ahead. So, I mean, what I've got here, and I just went through the totes that I have of greenery. And I picked a darker green just because, I mean, obviously I'm not going to use autumn colors. I'm not going to use, orange and brown leaves. So I just picked a dark green, and I've got some of this spindly kind of, I don't even know what it's called, but I like the look of it. So I grabbed some of that too, and what I did was they were in bunches, and I just cut with my wire cutters. I cut them into individual pieces. I do the same thing with my flowers. I've got two different colors of roses. I've got a red, a traditional red, and then I don't think you can get a good, a real true color on camera, but these are just lovely. I love those. And then of course, with any wreath that I make, I always buy a bunch of little filler. It reminds me kind of baby's breath, but it's not really. If you look very close at little clusters of white flowers, and it looks like tiny berries. But I don't know what it's called. I'm not a flower person. I just call it filler. So you gotta have some of that. And then I also bought at the Dollar Tree some glittery red heart picks that I'm gonna stick in there after I get everything else put in. And I'm going to put a bow on it. I've got a red bow that I made, and I flattened it out because I put this sign, follow your heart, I glued it on there. So it's not going to be a poofy bow. The bow is just sort of a background for the sign. So got that. So I'm just going to continue to do this, and the kind of the technique that I use is, okay, whenever you put some kind of foliage or flower, obviously you put the end in where, whatever direction you want it to go. So I'm putting some ends of the stem so that some go this way, and then at this end I'm going to do it the opposite. And this is way too long. See, I'm going to put the stem so that it goes this way. And again, this is very tightly woven. It's borderlines being aggravating. I don't know what these are. Weeds? Maybe they're weeds. I don't know. I mean, you could use really any flower that you wanted to. Gosh, have you looked at Pinterest lately? I mean, seriously, people, the sky's the limit. I mean, you can use fake flowers, you can use mesh ribbon, you can use, I've seen people make all kinds of wreaths using stuffed animals and signs, and just, I mean, really, whatever you want, you can do. And there's no right or wrong to it. That's the great part. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, it's alligator season. My skin is so dry. So dry. And don't think I don't lube up. I do. I've got body lotion, healing lotion, body butter. I'm greasing up. But we got a cold snap and my skin doesn't like it. Okay, so let's see. Maybe I'll stick one of these down here. And I don't need to use glue, really, because, like I said, it's just so tight that it just fits right down in there. Okay, I think what I'm going to do next, I'm going to stick this in here. I think what I'm going to do next is I'm going to put the ribbon on here. And I think I'm going to put it right here. And then I'll start, filling in with flowers. So let me get my glue. Oh, yeah. I love this glue gun. Not. Okay. Oh, shoot. Those things are on there. Come on, little glue gun. I'm sure glue guns have come a long way since I bought this one. Now see, that's not even working. Why? There we go. I'm just kind of, I'm doing this with wild abandon. Okay, now I'm just gonna put it right where I want it to be. And I may have to go back underneath it in some spots and glue it better, because I don't know how well it's going to stick. So I'm just going to leave it lay there. And then I'm going to start putting some flowers in. Let's go in with the red roses first. Don't forget the top, because once you hang it up, you don't want everything to be on the bottom. Okay. So what I'll do is, I'm not going to bore you with this whole thing. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll work on this, and then I'll come back. We've run into a wall here. I'm going to cut this shorter. I'll go ahead and pause it. I'll work on this and I'll come back and show you my progress. So hold on. All right, I think I have it finished, except for I'm going to go ahead and stick these little glitter styrofoam hearts around in here. And they were much longer. I don't think I cut this one. They're just too long. So I'm just gonna kind of wedge them in here. Well, there we go. Wow, I'm telling you, if you find yourself having a really hard time getting your flowers in your wreath, I found just cutting them very short, and if you have to, put a little hot glue on them. This is not working. I'm afraid I'm gonna break it. Okay, how many do I got here? Okay, so we'll do, there we go. Right. Okay, and then I'm gonna cut these. That went somewhere. I'll find it later. You know, I clean my craft, depending on how heavily I craft. I dust and sweep in here about once a week. I mean, more if I need to, because when I'm crafting, I always try to make sure I put my supplies away. But I may not get all the bits and pieces that have fallen onto the floor, or, you know, if I've got some paint somewhere, like on the table, or hot glue. Oh, that's a nightmare. Up here. There we go. Just around. All right, I'm going to take this downstairs and hang it up on the door, and I'll give you a shot of it from on the porch. So hang on. Okay, guys. Well, I didn't really catch the daylight. It is actually dusk, so you don't get a good visual, even though I do have the light on in here. It's not the best, brightest light, but you get the general concept. So I've got the roses, 2 different colors, some filler, some greenery, left some of the grapevine exposed, put a bow for background for this cute little sign that I got at the Dollar General for $1. So my front door is all ready for Valentine's Day. All right, guys. Hey, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, you could do that, and you'll be part of our one big happy family. And look at Scotty. That's my dog. Scotty! Scotty, what are you doing, buddy? Huh? You can't come out. I'm coming back in. All right, guys, have a great week. Oy vey, it's only Monday. Hang on, we'll get through it together. Talk to you later. Bye.